So guys, actually we are recording my recording because we messed something up. And I think it's a bit quicker as well. So that video was 1 hour 40 because we just took some time. Yeah, looking, like I think we ended the other part of the video on how to fix it stuff. Actually, I implemented this file check. So if the file size is 0, then I added also a logger as information. It will tell me, there's no offshore shape, so it's a landlocked country, and that makes the some kind of external country shapes none. And yeah, I think that was practically what you see here is the solution to the bug. How to get there, how to debug actually, that's something we will look into now. So basically the debugging part, it just happened here at minute 53. I was just looking here at the code. That's actually not the final solution, right? So I really refined it then a bit. And debugging works like that. You're adding here a red dot in VS Code. You're going to this debug stuff, and then you run it. So you see like a panel is appearing here. So it will execute the code here, this Python script, until it reaches this point, at the breakpoint. And basically the intention was, I want to see what's coming out here. So how I do that, I just break it until this point, and then I'm executing this in the debug console. And that's really useful. So in the debug console, you see, like you saw, that I just copied in something, and it practically remembers everything which was running above. So let's see. Couldn't make sense out of that. It was new to me that I used that. Yeah, ST size, that's something which is 0 here. So actually we could see it actually works already. And here it's a not equal. So 0 not equal 0, and there should be a false coming out of that, because it's actually 0. 0 is equal to 0, obviously. Anyways, that's how you can test basically if your stuff is working, and that's really the thing which I wanted to show you, how I'm debugging code. Moving on now to the commit part. So we made the changes, as explained before. That's not the final change. I did something more on that. Looking now, we want to push it. We want to add it to the main code base. How to do it? So moving now a bit forward. Commit and push, that should happen here somewhere. L is just to check the files which are in the repository, or in this path. So I'm checking the status. Basically at this stage I was really happy with my changes. I saved them, and once I saved them, they were showing up in Git status as a modified file. I wanted, the goal is now to upload it to the repository. So first, on your local computer, you're adding the script to the next commit. You're staging it, so that's called staging, and then we are adding all the staged files, which is just one here, now to the commit. And that's like the version tracking, as you might know from GitHub. So -m is for short message, so I added here a short message. It can be also a bit longer if you like. Git push didn't work initially, because you remember, we worked from a fork, not the original Pipes Africa repo, but my personal private fork. And in the fork we had something like the branch called landlocked country. So I just need to execute the stuff. So GitHub is helping me. I'm executing this command, and then it will push that changes up to my fork. Now, I actually, instead of looking at my fork, I just opened Pipes Africa, and something was here appearing. So PZMax, that's me, did something in landlocked country, and do I want to compare it and do a pull request? Yes, I mean, that's obviously my intention. So I clicked on it, and there's stuff I need to fill out now to add my pull request to inform everyone what's going on. That's stuff which I was just doing now. Here you can see I'm just filling that out, tracking which issue I'm closing here, checking if all my changes are implemented, describing a little bit, changing the title, and that stuff should really look good, because you want to work with your friends and colleagues, so they need to understand your thought process, and that's why you record it quite neatly. Now going forward to the where we finally execute the push. Sorry, the pull request. I'm just filling out stuff. And here it happened. I just clicked here, create a pull request. And so what's now happening is creating a pull request in Pipes Africa. Yeah, and that was the pull request. But now what is missing here is still the release notes. So I just finished the pull request. Now I just want to add the release notes to say, it's done and ready to merge. I was pissed off by something, so I googled something in between. Looking at the release note. Yeah. So in my like where I previously coded locally on my computer, I'm just adding to the release note my changes which I made. And as before, we need to push them in a moment. And the cool thing is now, so I'm just checking the status, adding it to the commit, committing it, and then pushing it finally with git push. Something didn't work because I had to pull something in between. Some changes happened in the repo, so I just did that. And yeah, I finally pushed it and it worked. So looking now, yeah, what happened? In the pull request in Pipes Africa, it was actually directly adding this release notes. So quite cool. I don't need to do anything else. I'm just working locally and push it up and it will change it here immediately. Yeah, and I think that's it mainly. Yeah, I'm just now informing people, hey, I just did that stuff. You don't need to work on it anymore, and that's it. So basically, I mean, what you saw you basically saw the whole process. Okay, we had an issue. We discussed about the issue. Next time, hopefully, a bit more dynamically, hearing the other voice as well. With the issue, we actually start debugging. I showed you how the process works. We had our final code ready, and the final code we committed and pushed it then to my fork. Yeah. And then we could actually start with the pull request. And from that pull request, we noted every little step which happened and added then also the release notes. And that's it. Basically, a day later, we had our weekly group meeting and we just merged it to the main repository. So someone was looking over it approved it, and then it went through. Yeah, I hope really you enjoyed this video. There's some more coming. We try it with every kind of change we're doing to record a little video if we work like in a collaborative way. And yeah, that's just the beginning, and sorry for the little hiccups in between. We do it definitely the next time better. Okay, see you guys. Enjoy your weekend or week.